What up, gang? My name is NERDMAN AB. Once again, coming to you live and direct, straight out of Dallas, Texas, giving you the sauce in the game, unprecedented at this time, on the NFT, the non-fungible token away. I need you to like. I got to hack the YouTube. We got to hack the YouTube wave, the YouTube sauce. We got to hack the YouTube algorithm. You got to like this. You got to come. You got to comment. Put your money where your mouth is at. I'm not flashing money. I'm just showing you that, yeah, you can take your cold hard cash. Like we said, we always drop the tips on our first video, man. I'm not showing this money, this cash money, this real cash money. It's a small sum, a petty sum. I'm not showing it to brag or to boast or to show that I'm all of that. But I'm just showing you because we got these Apple gift cards. And the Apple gift card says for $10 to $500 you can load up cash cold hard money at places like 7-Eleven, Walmart, Target, anywhere really, because they got them everywhere. And that's the tip that we gave in our first video. So this is a reminder that you got to watch this video all the way through. You got to watch our previous videos. You got to subscribe. And you got to stay tuned so you can peep the sauce in the wave. Okay? So this is pretty much what we've done. And this is pretty much how we do it. We take our cold hard cash. We put it with the Apple gift card. We go onto the Apple store. We purchase the gems. We load the gems up onto our VEVE account. And let's talk about what we got on this latest drop, right? Because we had our latest video a few days ago, right? So let's talk about it. The number of Givenchy, because I told you we had the Givenchy Pride Rewind collective drop, pre-drop video, right? We had the pre-drop video. We dropped the sauce away to you before it even hit the market. Okay. Then we had the reaction. What happened immediately after it hit the market? So now, like I promised to you guys, like I said, what numbers did we go for in the Givenchy Pride drop? What did we actually cop? I know in the Givenchy Pride drop we had the Rewind Collective logo. We've had the Amelia Earhart. We've had the Cleopatra. And we've had the branded by Givenchy crypto art. That really is the craze. Now, to be honest with it, I caught the rare Givenchy number 520. Pay attention to the screen, because there it go. I think that's a good mid number. I aimed in the bidding process for other mid numbers, and I bidded on a lot of things, and I had cash money prepared to do a lot of things. But the app and the bidding process and some of the prices and the whole go through how I came upon and what I paid for the number 520 and the other things I acquired, you just stay tuned, because the sauce is being dropped here. I want you to kind of like understand like why would I go for these things, and like and the process and the things that I experienced, because I'm gonna have, you know, like I do every video, I have the screenshots and everything here. This wasn't paying attention to the screen, bud. So I got number 520. I got House of Cards Amelia number 77. Now that's a low mint, and that's great, and I'm going to tell you why later on. We also caught the Harley Quinn Deluxe 2 first edition. When it dropped, we was on the app, we hit the button, we had no clock gate, we had no Ethernet thing, we had an iPhone 12 with some 5G. That's about as fast you're going to be, baby. And I caught the Harley Quinn, as well as the number 89 Batman, serial number 10,395, okay? Serial number for the Harley Quinn was 3848, and like we say, for the Givenchy it was number 520. For the House of Cards it was number 77. Okay, now let's go ahead and let's talk about the bidding process and how I came about getting number 520 and what I actually purchased for it. I paid for the rare Givenchy Pride number 520. I paid 310 gems in the actual bidding process. Okay, I'm gonna tell you why in just a few seconds. When it comes to the number 77 Amelia Earhart, I purchased that on the buy now for 500 gems. I'll tell you why in just a second. I like the bidding process when it comes to about anything financial. When you look back at the stock market, that's really where I got my roots when it comes to understanding and really getting a picture or an idea for a financial class or investing finances into something, right? So the bidding process really hits it home for me because it's proven to me through my own life experience and through simple economics, as well as like great companies like eBay and Amazon. And with VEVE, the bidding process, it's okay, it's alright. It allows for the general market, the open market with cash money today to pay a fair price amongst each other for that is the number one reason why I like to bid for things over just going to the market and buying now. Okay? Now the reason why I did buy the number 77 Amelia Earhart mint at 500 gems is because, let me tell you, I told you about the bidding process. Now let's talk about the idea of low mints. This is a tip, right? Okay. Mints mean one of three things in a layman term in my head. Number one thing, write that down. A mint number means more than just something or more than just anything. So the mint number, the first thing you gotta know about is the mint number means more than just, it's just a number on the fucking screen. Number two, low mints. 10 to 20% of the overall minted NFT edition number, 10 to 20% of that number is considered a low mint to me and to many in the collector community. Remember, I'm an OG collector. And I bet some of you guys are an OG collector too, so I don't know if you're a newbie to the VEVE, and VEVE is new. NFTs, non-fungible tokens, are new. I like the fact that you guys interact with me. Now let's not digress too hard or too bad, right? Number three, some mints equal a special number or just a good round number, such as number 1, number 100, number 500, or number 1000, or for instance, when I purchased the rare Harley Quinn, number 6666, that would have been a really great mint number to cop. If you got it in the first edition drop, or if you got it on the secondary market, it'd be a good number to cop. Now, let's go back to talking about the bidding process and why I chose to spend $310 on number 520, and why I chose to bid, as you can tell by the information that I'm putting up on the screen. Why I chose to bid on the Pride and the Amelia Earhart. Now let's talk about it, right? Now, when I was looking at the overall market for Cleopatra, like when we had the reaction to the drop, we seen the same day that the Pride and Givenchy and Cleopatra drop, we seen that the Cleopatras were being priced at 400, and that the Amelia Earharts, they were being priced in the 600s and dropped down to the 400s, and the buy now, they were in the 3s and the 400s. And so when you kind of take the time, especially on drop day, if you take the time, especially to kind of like keep your eyes out on things and look around the VEVE marketplace and interact with the VEVE marketplace, you'll see that, like, you'll see, for instance, you'll see some deals pop up. And so that's one way you'll see some deals pop up, because of not only the buy now, but the auction. You can tell, like, man, in the auction, even though the auction may close, as you can tell by, like, I'm clicking in and out the auction on the information I'm providing on the screen, or like any information I'm providing, you just pay attention to the information while I talk to you, right? You can tell, like, the bidding is closing like in 24 hours or in a day or 3 days. This information is provided to you. You can tell when the bids are closing within minutes and seconds. This information is provided to you, provided to the whole wide world. You can bid, right? And so what I noticed was in the bidding process, when I was bidding on number 73 and number 74, that the price at the time before it closed, after my reaction video, they had released number 73, number 74 out there on the bidding market, right? And so a guy like me, I'm searching for low mints because I can recognize that, hey, if I got a low mint like 10 to 20% of the overall mint edition numbers to the overall collector, that's a little bit of a plus to the thing. So that's something I look for to ensure that, you know, the gems and the dollars that I'm investing into certain NFTs, you know, yield something. You know, it's like I said, it's a strategy. In my last video, it's definitely a strategy to selling your NFT on the VEVE marketplace, and it's definitely a strategy for acquiring NFTs on the marketplace. And I'll continue on. When I was bidding, man, when I looked at the prices, they were in the 300s, so to speak. And these low mints, at the time, they were in the 300s, right? They were like, I mean, really in the 200s. The low mints, the auction. So you gotta understand, even though I might place something for sale right now in the moment, nobody has bought it because I just placed it for sale. So the fact that I'm saying for sale, for sale, for sale, for sale, it's just for sale. It doesn't mean that it won't sell. It doesn't mean that the person that's come around, they're gonna buy it, isn't gonna buy it. It just means that you're looking at it while it's on sale. Okay? So, I understand, like, hey, I paid 500 gems. The drop price was 50. That's 10 times the original retail price of the non-fungible token. We've seen 100% like 60, 80 times percent of a drop price of a non-fungible token, not only on VEVE, but outside of VEVE. So, you know, it's not crazy that I would, you know, pay, or anybody would pay 10 times a drop price of a non-fungible token, because non-fungible tokens are brand new and everybody's just getting onto the sauce in a way, right? So listen, when I peeped at the market, because my phone had messed up, it messed off, because the Harley Quinn had dropped. Like I said in the last video, VEVE is updated, it's brand new, a lot of people coming on, a lot of information, a lot of data streaming to this new app. It's going to be some glitches. Like I say, I was following the Givenchy Pride and the Givenchy Amelia Earhart and the Clio in the auctions, and I was following number 73 and number 74. And I remember, like, my phone had messed up and I was placing my bids and I got outbidded because, see, I was placing, like, you know, a few cents or like $5 or $10 more, and then the next bid was like 20, 30 more, and then it was 50 more. So after I lost 73, number 74 pops up, right, on the auction block, and it sells for an end price of 480 gems, about 400 plus gems, right? Now, I was on the marketplace, and I say, man, bro, I'm sitting here following the bid for number 73. I'm sitting here following the bid for number 74. I'm looking at the bidding action on different mint numbers, on different low mint numbers, by the way, in the moment, and I'm seeing that these NFTs, like, their prices are exceeding 300. They're exceeding the buy now prices, and they're going towards like the 400 or 500 round, right? And I got that hint off of the Amelia Earhart. So when I looked over to get on the Givenchy Pride, I had already had a bid on a number 151. I had a bid going on a number 500, and I also had a bid going on a number 239. Now the whole deal is, having one cell phone and having so many bids finna close in the moment, not finna, you know, I was really hoping that I could win at least one or two, but they just outbid it like so quick. Like the moment I bid up $15, $20, they bid higher, and then my phone died. Not it didn't die, the interaction with the VEVE app. So I lost the bids for number 151, number 500, number 230, right? For the Givenchy Pride. Those three are really great numbers. Number 500 is a round number. Number 151, that's a sub 200. Number 239 is sub 250. You know, when you got 500, under 250 mint, under 100 mint, those are good low mint numbers. So when I went back to the marketplace, I seen like the buy now price was going more towards 260, 280ish. And I was like, okay, I got a number 520. I'm looking at the amount that's available in the market. I'm looking at it's like less than or about 10% or like 15% of the total editions are for sale on the VEVE market right now for the buy now and the bid. And so I'm getting peep this. Now, like I said, when I was in the bidding process for the Amelia Earhart and the Clio and the Pride, I turned my attention from the price action in the Amelia and I turned it towards the Pride. Okay? I was bidding on number 151, number 500, and number 239, like I say. Due to a glitch and data, I had lost number 151 and number 239. And due to being outbidded at higher prices for number 500, right, I turned my attention towards number 520. And that's why I placed my bid when the market was going more like towards 260, 280 at the time. I placed my bid and I won it for 310. For 310, I put my money where my mouth is at. Now, like I said, guys, me making this type of information available to the community aids the non-fungible token community. It's giving you an insight to let you know that others like you are interested, and not only interested in putting dollars where their mind and where their mouth is at, and not only are they interested in putting dollars of their money in their mouth, where their mouth is at, they want to congregate right here. They want to congregate all over the internet and communicate and interact about the non-fungible token space. And like I say, this ain't about bragging, but this is just about interacting with the non-fungible token space. Now, listen, the reason why I chose to pay 310 for the 520 for number 520, and why I chose to go ahead and spend 500 gems in the buy now after losing the number 73 and the number 74 auction was because I sensed where the price action and where the market is going, right? For the non-fungible token, for this particular non-fungible token in the moment, right? I'm sensing the bid action. You gotta understand, let's be fair to this whole situation, right? Let's be fair to you and let's be fair to everybody else involved in getting invested into non-fungible tokens, and especially with VEVE. It's brand new, right? We know that we've been getting the information from the development team at the VEVE that they are consistently and constantly proving upgrades and integration of not only the app but the whole business model, and not only the whole business model, their congregations with different brands. But here's the deal, like some sauce have been dropped on Reddit and through the community that VEVE through the Immutable X and going through Ethereum could then be opened up to OpenSea, if I'm not mistaken. Now on OpenSea we do know, like Beeple, when we make our video explaining to you guys what non-fungible tokens are and how Beeple through Christie's auction has sold $69.5 million worth of non-fungible tokens within a day, right? OpenSea, you can buy the Raging Bull non-fungible token on OpenSea right now. There's videos of people who have purchased on drop day and on the secondary market through OpenSea. They've purchased the non-fungible token that Beeple has made, right? Now, we know that people have sold through completed sales, and eBay has opened up their non-fungible token space. Amazon will be opening up their non-fungible token space. We know that acceptance is coming to the system, because like we can look at Bitcoin and MoneyGram will now be opened up and accepted in all of their 350,000 locations within the coming year. So we know that not only money and interest is coming to the crypto space, but when we dial in on the non-fungible space and we dial in on VEVE, it's more to come in terms of market interaction on non-fungible tokens. Like the sauce and the wave's been dropped, that if we buy in season 1 and now we got season 2, and like, hey, I got a video to come to you as well about how VEVE has partnered with Marvel now to have a Marvel drop coming, and we'll be having all the sauce and the information on that, because I know people who are really interested in the Marvel brand. And we've seen how like Supergirl has dropped. Now when you look, I purchased Supergirl under 200 gems. When you look on the market right now, Supergirl, there's not a Supergirl selling under 198 gems. There's not a Supergirl bidding at market bid for under 200 gems. When you look at Superman, who dropped on the 17th of June, Superman for a few days going into the Givenchy drop, and after the Givenchy drop it was around 100, and now the general market is at 200, and we now are starting to see people pay a few hundred more than a 2 for low mint Supermans. So you have to understand that the market's developing, and access to the market's developing, and the means and the ways of trading your NFTs outside of the VEVE marketplace, that is growing. So, you know, a lot of people do not have the understanding or the idea that VEVE is producing non-fungible tokens. Let alone do they have the understanding or the idea that Givenchy, or the Rewind Collective Gallery in London, has partnered with Givenchy, and they have produced cryptic art licensed and editioned out. And it's like, man, when the world continues to be woken up to VEVE and continue to be woken up to the non-fungible token wave in itself, that's where we know we're going to see some type of payout across the board, right? After giving you some understanding and some like review and reaction to my acquisition of the number 77 Amelia Earhart and why I purchased it, and giving you a reaction and review on number 520 and why I purchased it. Harley Quinn, we got that on the drop day, and we also picked up a Batman. So that's just to let you know that there are opportunities that people still investing in on the VEVE platform, and I see that what I've put my gems into, even now they're even showing promise in terms of return. So we know that a lot of people may return on the VEVE app. We know that a lot of people may return investing and acquiring and speculating with non-fungible tokens in general and with the VEVE app. And I want you guys just stay tuned, because this is not about stunning or anything. This is just about communicating, interacting. I hope everything was coherent and that you guys liked the video, right? Because you know, I want to keep dropping sauce and keep dropping the wave to you. Like right now, just a side note, if we have a few more seconds, once you continue to pay attention, like I was stating about the Superman, and how my market analyzation of the Amelia Earhart and the Cleopatra led for me to buy now the number 77, and how my analyzation of the overall drop of the Givenchy led to me to buy the number 520 in the bidding process. Now these things, these strategies, these ideas, these waves, these sauce, these drops, these hits of knowledge, these are continuing to inspire the next acquisitions. And like I say right now, you guys got to stay tuned, because I want to interact with you guys. I want to get this thing going, man. Because like right now, I'm focused on I'm focused on low mint Harley Quinn season 2s. I am focused on the lowest mint I can get of a Superman. I'm focused on continuing to acquire low mints. I'm also focused on going back and just looking through the bidding system and seeing what's out there. Like for example, the Slimer. The Slimer that dropped, I was seeing that you could get low mints under 600 for under like 80 to 60 gems. It dropped for 29 gems, but the overall market, they were selling any mint, a general mint, for like 40 gems in the moment, you know, like 50 gems in the moment. So when we look at it, we're like, okay, like what, extra 20, 15, barely 30 gems to get a low mint gem, to get a low mint Slimer. That's a deal. When I looked at the auction, I tried to place a bid for like a number 53 or 50-ish. I tried to place a bid on a 50th Slimer, number 53, 50th, you know, this is low mint, right? I put 100 something in there on the bid, boom, instantly outbid it for 333 gems. Interest. You know? I know, like for instance, the Ron English drop, that just dropped, and a lot of people got onto that, and you know, when we kind of look back in mirror, you know, and we look back at things, you know, like things have dropped, and there's times when you can kind of get on board and before things go forward. Like I remember when the Supergirl for many a day was under or at, especially in the bidding process, about $100, 110, 120. Now they're sitting at 2. Superman's sitting at 2 as well. So what's gonna happen when Marvel drop? We got more things coming to drop. The season 2 will continue. I'm so proud of you guys. Continue to interact with me, and I want you to comment. I'm gonna react to your comments. I want you to give me video ideas. Like I say, we got some videos coming up. We got a video coming up about what is a non-fungible token. We got pre-drop videos. We got post-drop videos and reactions. We've got talk times between you, the subscriber, and other people who are interacting with us on VEVE and on social media and on YouTube. We also, on YouTube and TikTok and Instagram and Twitter and Snapchat, all over the whole world and the whole wide internet. If you're in India, China, if you're over there in Africa, interact with me, and I'm going to interact with you. I'm a real human being, and you're a real human being. You're interested in this thing, and I'm interested in this thing. Let's talk about it. I like talk times. So, I'm so proud of you guys. Please stay tuned to Sauce to the Wave. I know this was helpful, and I hope it's helpful. All praise be to the Lord. And like I say, man, this wasn't any type of stunt or anything, but it's just about, sometimes you probably gotta see somebody take their money where their mouth is at, because like the Bible says, so a man thinketh, so he is. Somebody may be thinking like you, they may be speaking like you, they may have something similar to you, and they may act similar to you.